What if your path to freedom, financial, personal, and creative, could start today with nothing more than $100 and the courage to take the first step? What if the power to reinvent your life was already in your hands, waiting to be unleashed? Chris Guillebeau's The $100 Startup is not just a guidebook. It's a manifesto for those of us tired of waiting for permission to live on our own terms, to pursue work that fulfills us, and to build something of value in the world. In a world where we're often told that starting a business is complex, expensive, and risky, Guillebeau flips the script entirely. He shows us that not only is it possible to create a meaningful business with minimal resources, but that many people already have the tools they need to get started. The trick isn't about finding massive investment or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about leveraging what you already know, love, and do, and finding ways to deliver value to others. The heart of the $100 Startup lies in microentrepreneurship, the idea that a business doesn't need to be huge to be successful. In fact, some of the most fulfilling and financially rewarding ventures start small, tiny even. They're built on passion, on solving a problem for a specific group of people, and on simplicity. The overwhelming message? You don't need millions of dollars or thousands of customers to live a life of financial independence. You just need to take action with what you have right now. Guillebeau's book is filled with stories of everyday people, people like you and me, who took that leap. People who used their existing skills, passions, or hobbies to build businesses that not only provided for them financially, but gave them the freedom to live life on their own terms. Take the story of Rob, a man with a passion for fish. Not a tech genius, not a serial entrepreneur, just a guy who loved aquariums. Rob started an online business selling rare fish, working with what he knew best. What started as a small venture blossomed into a six-figure income, simply because he combined his love for aquariums with an understanding of what others in the hobby valued. Guillebeau highlights an essential truth. The business you create doesn't need to revolutionize the world. It just needs to solve a problem. This concept of value creation is central to the book. Most people already possess valuable knowledge or skills, but they fail to recognize the opportunity right in front of them. They don't see how their personal experiences, expertise, or passions can be monetized. For example, one of the book's standout stories is about Brett Kelly, an ordinary guy with a knack for using Evernote, a popular note-taking app. Brett noticed that no one had written a comprehensive guide to using the software, so he wrote one himself. He didn't wait for validation or try to create a perfect product. He simply put it out there and ended up earning over $160,000 from this side project in its first year. Brett didn't have a business background or a giant marketing budget. What he had was the willingness to act on an idea and offer something valuable to others. So, how does this apply to you? One of the most practical takeaways from the $100 Startup is the idea of the sweet spot, where your passion intersects with what others are willing to pay for. Guillebeau calls this the foundation of any successful business, and he's right. If you can find that place where your skills, interests, and the market's needs overlap, you're already halfway there. And the good news? Most of us are sitting on a goldmine of untapped potential without even realizing it. But here's where Guillebeau's method becomes even more accessible. It's not just about having a passion. Passion alone doesn't pay the bills. To succeed, you need to create something that people want or need. That's why the book emphasizes the importance of solving problems. Ask yourself, what problem can I solve? How can I make someone's life easier, better, or more enjoyable? The clearer your answer, the stronger your foundation will be. Passion combined with practicality is the key to a successful microbusiness. Guillebeau also introduces the idea of minimum viable action. So many of us get trapped in the idea that we need to have everything perfectly lined up before we start, that we need the perfect product, the perfect plan, and the perfect timing. But Guillebeau challenges this directly. Perfection is a myth, and waiting for it is the biggest barrier to success. Instead, he encourages action. Start small. Launch with the simplest version of your idea. Get feedback from real customers, refine your product or service, and grow from there. Don't overcomplicate the process. Start before you're ready. This leads us to one of the book's most powerful lessons: the importance of testing the waters. Guillebeau is a strong advocate for small bets, low-risk, high-reward experiments that allow you to test ideas without significant investment. For example, if you're a photographer, offer a limited-time service to a few clients. If you're a writer, publish a short ebook or start a blog. The idea is to put yourself out there and see how the market responds, while minimizing your financial and emotional risk. These small bets give you valuable information and momentum, which are often more important than immediate profit. One of the standout features of the $100 startup is its real-world applicability. Guillebeau doesn't just provide abstract ideas, he offers a practical roadmap. One particularly useful tip is his simplified version of a business plan. Rather than getting bogged down in complex projections and exhaustive planning, Guillebeau recommends a one-page business plan that asks 4 simple questions. What product or service will you offer? Who will pay for it? How will you get paid? How will you get customers? This concise approach forces you to focus on the essentials. What are you selling? Who are you selling it to? And how will you reach them? It's simple but highly effective. You don't need an MBA to answer these questions, and you certainly don't need a massive budget to implement them. What you need is clarity of purpose and the willingness to take action. Now, let's turn to another important concept Guillebeau explores: the myth of scarcity. Many of us operate under the assumption that resources are limited, that we don't have enough time, money, or expertise to succeed. Guillebeau turns this on its head by promoting an abundance mindset. He argues that we all have more resources than we think, whether it's our existing network, our knowledge, or even just the willingness to learn. This shift in mindset is crucial for anyone looking to break free from traditional career paths and carve out their own space. Let's pause here for a moment of reflection. As I read The $100 Startup, I realized that so much of what holds us back isn't external, it's internal. We convince ourselves that success is reserved for the elite, the well-funded, or the exceptionally talented. But Guillebeau's stories of everyday people just like you and me, remind us that success is often simpler than we think. It's about taking that first step, however small, and being willing to learn along the way. It's about valuing what we already know, even when we don't see it as extraordinary. So what's the next step? How do we take the lessons from this book and apply them in real life? One practical takeaway is to start identifying the problems you're uniquely positioned to solve. What do people often ask for your help with? What comes naturally to you, but seems difficult to others? These are often clues to your potential business ideas. Then, using Guillebeau's approach, take a small bet. Whether it's launching a simple website, offering a service to friends or colleagues, or creating a digital product that solves a specific problem. Also, remember the power of community. One of Guillebeau's strongest points is the importance of building relationships with like-minded individuals. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network of fellow entrepreneurs and learners can provide the insight, motivation, and feedback you need to grow. With today's digital landscape, it's easier than ever to connect with people who share your vision and goals. In conclusion, The $100 Startup is not just a book for entrepreneurs. It's for anyone who's ready to take control of their life, embrace their passions, and create a meaningful future. Whether you're looking to start a business, supplement your income, or simply pursue a more fulfilling path, this book offers the tools and inspiration you need to get started. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what small step you'll take today to reinvent the way you make a living. And remember, keep books over mind.